UFC 296 just took place today, guys, and wow, this card, was very 50-50 for me, you know what I mean? A fun card, a very trash card. Guys, we're going to do a recap today, go through every single fight on the card from the top to the bottom. Going to give my thoughts on the main event, the co-main event, every single fight, guys. Like I said, this card was fun, but there was a lot of ups and downs, man, but we're going to do a recap on it. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe, and we're going to start straight away with Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. Now, all I'm going to say is just forget about Colby Covington. All right, this guy is a complete bum. I have absolutely no clue how this guy even got a title shot against Leon Edwards. The only reason we had Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington in the first place is I really do believe, guys, that Colby Covington, he dropped his allegations, his lawsuit with Jorge Masvidal, made an agreement with Dana White just to get a title shot against Leon Edwards, and he looked like shit, you know what I mean? For a guy like Colby Covington, who was talking a bunch of shit, trying to promote the fight at the press conference a couple days ago, talking about Leon Edwards' dad in a very bad way. He didn't even do that much in this fight, all right? Leon Edwards was piecing this guy up for majority of the fight, basically threw a bunch of leg kicks at Colby Covington, softened up his leg, threw some nice jabs, really just stayed super well-rounded on the feet, nice and technical, stayed tight with the guard and all that, just piecing up Colby Covington. Colby didn't even do jack shit, for a guy who talks so much, I'm going to bring you to the seventh layer of hair. This motherfucker really said the seventh layer of hair, bro, alright? We know that Usman gave this guy some good fucking CT, but I'm gonna be real with you guys, alright? Leon Edwards took down Colby Covington in this fight. I believe it was only one time, but still, for a guy like Leon Edwards to be able to take down Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington is some goated shit. Matter of fact, after the fight when Colby Covington embarrassed himself, he hopped on the mic and started talking about, I'm gonna come back stronger, this and that, fuck all you guys are broke, talking to the crowd. And not only that, but his Lord and Savior Donald Trump walked out the building, all right, midway, after his speech. No one cares about Colby Covington, all right? This guy should have never got a title shot. I don't like Colby Covington, I'm just gonna say it, and I think we should just feed him to Shavkat Rakhmonov. Colby Covington was talking about how he really wants to fight Stephen Wonderboy Thompson for some reason. I don't think that's a good idea. We all know that Colby Covington is ducking the absolute savage at 170 Shavkat Rakhmonov. Make sure we have this fight happen so we can get Colby's head caved in, and it should be good. What a performance by Leon Edwards, though, slowly cementing his legacy as the greatest welterweight of all time, and this is why Leon Edwards has the most aesthetic UFC career. In the co-main event, guys, we had Alessandro Pantoja defending his UFC flyweight strap against Brandon Royval. Not Brandon Moreno, Brandon Royval. Yes, the battle of the Brandons. Alessandro Pantoja owns the Brandons in the UFC, let's be real, guys. But on a serious note, this fight really just insisted of Alessandro Pantoja being able to take down Brandon Royval a lot. Really been able to, secure a position and just control Brandon Royval on the ground, rack up a lot of control time. When these two were trading on the feet, Brandon Royval's definitely had some moments, but Alessandro Pantoja has some crazy durability at 125. He was taking some huge shots off Royval, landing with a bunch of his own, and he had some submission attempts in this fight, some really good submission attempts. Almost had a rear naked choke, aka a neck crank in the fourth or the third round, I can't remember, but a pretty dominant performance by Alessandro Pantoja, you know what I mean? Really shaping himself up to be a great champion at 125 pounds. I would like to see him fight Manel Kape next. I'm not going to cap. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Shavkat Rakhmonov was the next fight, guys. And this was a fun fight while it lasted, Shavkat Rakhmonov gets the second round rear naked choke submission late in the second round. But I will say that Wonderboy had some great moments on the feet. He was kind of out-kicking Shavkat Rakhmonov. Not too much action really happened on the feet, though. This fight really insisted of Shavkat Rakhmonov, using his relentless pressure, trying to take down Stephen Thompson a bunch of times. And he was actually not successful too often, but eventually he was able to find the back in the second round, get a rear naked choke submission win. Guys, Shavkat Rakhmonov for now is calling for a title shot, and I'm not going to disagree with the man. I think we should give him a title shot after Belal and Leon fight. That's all I'm going to say. Shavkat Rakhmonov keeps his 100% finish rate. What an absolute shit this guy is. Tony Ferguson versus Paddy Pimblett, guys. This was just a really heartbreaking fight to watch. I'm not going to cap. Tony Ferguson did have some moments, but rarely any moments. Really, this fight was just Tony Ferguson looking slow as fuck, looking like a 60-year-old in the cage. Paddy Pimblett, you know what I mean, tagging him with some good shots, but we all know Paddy Pimblett absolutely sucks at fighting, so it's heartbreaking to see Tony lose to a bum. But yeah, Paddy Pimblett took down Tony Ferguson, hit him with a flying knee, I believe, almost finished Tony Ferguson, but he can't even finish an old Tony Ferguson, bro. Fuck Paddy Pimblett, bro, and retire my boy Tony Ferguson. To kick off the main card, we had Josh Emmett versus Bryce Mitchell in the featherweight division, guys, and this was probably one of the best highlights of the card, alright? Josh Emmett gets a brutal first round KO, guys. I picked him as an underdog. I picked Josh Emmett to win this fight by brutal knockout. I like Bryce Mitchell, you know, I like the kid, you know, he's a good kid, but he doesn't have striking. He just cannot strike, bro. A sad day for the Bryce Mitchell fans, guys. Lord, don't touch my fruit trees, brother. No, but seriously, you know, congratulations to Josh Emmett. You know, what a way to keep yourself in the top 5. I always thought Josh Emmett was a little bit overhyped, to be honest. A lot of people talk about his knockout power, and I never really bought into it, but he finally gets the knockout that he was looking for a while. Congratulations to Josh Emmett, man. You know, Bryce Mitchell was on the ground convulsing with his legs. It was very brutal having a seizure. I'm not going to show you guys, but I wish Bryce Mitchell all the best. Speedy recoveries. Josh Emmett, man. Guys, I'm going to cover, you know, just a couple fights from the prelim just to keep this video staying. But listen, man, I got to give it to the women's fight, all right? Carol Rosa versus Irene Aldana. What an absolutely amazing fight this was, guys. As you can see, their faces are busted up. They put it all on the line. They actually got a fight of the night bonus for the matchup they had. What a great fight, man. You know, if you missed this fight, I feel sorry for you because these women were going at it. The last fight, guys, that I want to cover at UFC 296 was our guy, the former UFC bantamweight champion, Cody Garbrandt, man. Cody Garbrandt goes in there against Brian Kelleher, gets a first round knockout. You know, this was a pretty favorable matchup for him to get a knockout in, let's be real. But I'm super happy for Cody Garbrandt. It's always great to see Cody get a win. You know, he's definitely going to make a run for the belt again at 135. You know, maybe give him someone in the rankings, maybe not, but, you know, it was a great knockout win he had. My only concern, though, is, you know, why the fuck is a former champion in Cody Garbrandt so far down the card? You know what I mean? This guy was, like, fighting on the 3rd or the 4th prelim fight. I even found it a little bit disrespectful. I'm not going to cap, but nonetheless, a great win for my boy Cody Garbrandt. And that's going to wrap it up, guys, for UFC 296. This was my recap of the event. Guys, let me know what you thought of this card. Let me know about the main, the co-main event, the whole card in general. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get to 400 subs, baby.